Well, fortunately, we were able to do something, and that was Bruce came on the show and appealed, and we got a telephone call here at GMTV that had a very happy ending.
Sorry, Widget. You've been a good boy. Hello.
Back together at last. It was an emotional reunion for Bruce Forsyth's daughter and her beloved Widget. No one knows exactly who took Widget and his brother Gizmo from the back of Debbie's car. What we do know is that Widget spent the last week here with Phillip Vavasaur. Phillip bought Widget at a market in West London and had started to call him Lucky until he saw GMTV. And what happened when you called him Widget?
Just jumped all over me, started licking me and wagging his tail, so I knew then straight away that was his name.
Back at home, Widget is up to his old tricks. But Debbie's happiness is tinged with sadness because Gizmo is still missing. She's planning to spoil Widget, though, for the next few days. Top of the list of treats is steak with all the trimmings.
And I'm sure Widget will absolutely love it. The fantastic news, we're joined now by Bruce and Debbie. And, of course, there is the dog of the moment, Widget. Good morning, guys.
There he is. Come on, camera. You're in show business.
Good morning.
Show business.
Debbie, you must be so relieved to get Widget back. We saw the moment when you grabbed him for the first time. What was it like, really? How did you feel?
I couldn't believe it was him until I actually saw him, although the dog warden had told me that when he scanned him it was the number and it was him. Until I actually saw him and held him, I couldn't believe it was really happening. So thank you, just thank you.
And obviously, Bruce, as Debbie's dad, you have an understanding of the loss that Debbie was feeling as well. So you must have been very relieved too.
Oh yes, and I'm so glad that yesterday on television that Debbie said Widget and Gizmo, and then when this guy who had Widget said to him Widget, his ears pricked up, and he was all loved and he was all excited. So it was wonderful that it happened in that way. And by the way, love to Fiona, and tell her I'm going to try and get her another chance on Strictly Come Dancing. She deserves another chance.
She's going to need more than one, Bruce, let's face it. Now, obviously, the bad news is that Gizmo is still missing. Is there any developments on that front?
Yes.
No, I mean, obviously we've now got that Widget was bought last Wednesday at the Southall Market. Today, Widget and I will now go around that area and start putting up posters for Gizmo to see if anybody's seen him. Again, it's the distinctive haircut. They're very, very short back, fluffy legs, but Gizmo's got the pointy ears of a Yorkie, and he's about half the size of Widget. So again, if anybody bought a Yorkie last, it'll be Wednesday the 3rd of May.
Yes, and if anybody's looking in now, and Gizmo, just say Gizmo. If you've got a little dog that you maybe bought or something, or you know of somebody that just recently bought little Gizmo, just say Gizmo to him and he will go
nuts,
crazy.
Hopefully.
So we're
he
still
barks
hopeful.
a lot, makes a lot of noise.
Do you think that's what he'll be doing then, Debbie? Do you think he'll be causing the person who's got him a little bit of grief just because he's so excitable?
He is a very noticeable dog. If he's on the lead with other dogs, he will bark at other dogs. He barks at everyone. He'll attack you if you start tap dancing.
Yeah, yes.
Start singing. He's got the needle to the world, this dog.
If ever I tap dance, he goes crazy. He hates that. Hates it, like
so
many other people.
Do a bit of tap dancing and see what happens, OK?
He's been well trained, obviously,
He's a very feisty character. He has been well trained.
Now, the interesting thing for me was just how widespread dog napping has become, 900 dogs a week. Can you believe that it's become such a big business, if you like?
Well,
it shocked me. It shocked me that they said yesterday there are 250 dogs a month are stolen or lost, and that is a terrible figure. I know a lot of people think, oh, it's just a couple of dogs, or it's okay, but you know, we are a nation of dog lovers, and I hope we've been able to help people by saying don't leave your dogs in a car. Because, you know, the alarm won't go off if dogs are in some alarm systems, evidently, but they should do something about that, because they moved in the car. You see, she had to leave the alarm off, which is not right. But people, be careful. Don't leave them in a car in a busy car park.
Okay, well, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Obviously, we're chuffed to pieces that we could help
Ben,
you
thank you.
get
and,
Widget
and
back.
Debbie, I can feel you there, dear. I can feel you there. Penny, sorry. Penny,
you know
I
what?
can feel you there, dear.
I'm like a dog. I answer to most things.
She does. I can feel her too as well, Bruce, but you don't want to know about that. Good luck with finding
thank you,
Gizmo
and
as well.
Thank you.
And thank you, GMTV. Thank you
and
so
thank
much.
you, Philip, if you're watching this morning. Thank you for phoning in.
Oh, yes, Philip as well.
Thank
yeah.
you.